Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice.
Can I get to the hill? Sweet, sweet hills. Okay. I do not know why I started this like this. That song is stuck in my head. Okay, can y'all explain to me, is there two different versions of the song now? Because I know the version, was it Masego? That's the version that I know. And then I saw another version, was it Uncle Charlie was singing? There's just a whole lot going on with this song. And, since we just passed this whole, turkey season, what is really happening out here? Listen, the song is fire. It's probably going to replace beans, greens, tomatoes, greens and turkey and all that business. It's interesting how this song went viral. I thought that the Masego song went viral. And then you're saying this other one came in and went viral? Was it Fetty Wap? Is that what it is? I don't know. Y'all will tell me. That's so funny to me. But there's like a Yamz challenge going on right now. And I have been seeing some people tackle this song. And it has really been cool. Y'all know I have a special place in my heart for Tank. Y'all know I love Tank. I think he is such an underrated artist. I had a disagreement with somebody about it. They were like, oh, he's not. Let me tell you something. Tank is R&B personified. Okay? Know this. And I think that people don't know his beginnings. And I think if you listen to his story and his beginnings and how he has come up through the ranks, people will more understand his approach, and they will understand his music, and they will understand his artistry. That dude is super, super talented, and I just don't feel like he has gotten the recognition that he should get. But I'm going to shout him out every single chance I get. So Tank, love you. Love your music. I just think you bring something really special to the game. And he's always doing these singing challenges and everything. And he put it out there and challenged a bunch of people. So I'm enjoying clicking on the hashtag. I think it's Yamz Challenge. I think it's Yamz with a Z. Yamz Challenge. And then you can see all the people chiming in and singing, and I absolutely love that. So, and let me mention they have range. I think that's the original Instagram handle where these music challenges come from. They have range. So just look that up and you'll see it. But anyway, thanks to the music community that just keeps it going and doesn't, things don't always have to follow the rules all the time. It's why I love these, out of the box type artists who don't do what everybody else is doing. They're just writing music, that just resonates with people, but it's not the same old, same old. It's a different spin. It doesn't have to always be pomp and circumstance and seriousness. It can be fun. You can sing, about everyday life, and it doesn't have to be downtrodden. You can sing about God, and it can be, it doesn't have to be like, you're scratching at the foot of the cross for, it can be fun. You can have fun with it. So I love those out of the box artists. It's one reason why I love a lot of the worship teams and all of that kind of stuff, because they just tend to take something and flip it in a different way. I love artists that are able to do stuff like that. Nobody out here is perfect. People are human. They make their mistakes. And especially when you're a public figure, you're living out loud in the public eye. So it becomes a little bit tougher. But if we can, serve a side of grace for some folks, because we've seen some things. We're not going to, give a rundown here, but, we've seen some things in the news and stuff like that. And, you have to look at each individual situation, differently. But for the most part, from what I have seen, people just want to bring something new. They want to take old classics and they want to bring something a little bit new to the table so that they can be relatable. As long as it is not changing the message, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So, but anyway, so that was just a funny little thing. But welcome back to my podcast, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I feel like I just have to say that anyway. But yeah, I've been hearing that Yamz song. It has been, it's got a chokehold on us through this entire turkey season. And now that we're on the other side of the turkey holiday, and I say all that because, there's a lot of controversy, of course, with Thanksgiving and, all that sort of stuff. And this is Native American Heritage Month, okay? We still got a couple more days of shouting out our Native Americans and all that they have given to us and all that they have shown us and taught us about their lives, about their heritage. And it's American history. Whether anybody in the government thinks so or not, it is absolutely a major part of American history that should be talked about, that should be shared, that should be celebrated. And we don't do it enough, So I'm definitely grateful to the Native American and Indigenous. I know Indigenous is probably more of a more modern term. I think a lot of people are using Indigenous, but wherever you are located, whether you're in Canada, especially here in North America, there's so much background. Like, I couldn't even really get into it, but really look up the background of the true Thanksgiving Day and what that really means for Native Americans in this country. And then you will more understand, what I'm talking about. But moving along, like I said, a lot of people had a lot of listens to my last podcast where I said I'm transitioning, and people are like, what do you mean you're transitioning? What's going on? Like I said, when I can share more, I will. But yes, 10 years ago, it was a big move for me to Georgia, and my whole life was completely flipped upside down, unexpectedly, and that was a major change. And I feel like something similar is happening now, except I get to choose. Before, when everything was flipped upside down, I had no choice in anything. It was just something that was put upon me. But now I'm actually getting to choose the flip, which is cool, because then I get to shape it the way that I would like it to look. And even in that, I still have to walk in my assignment. Because when I tell you, when God has a plan for your life, I don't care what you do. You can keep running from it. You can keep saying, oh, that's not a thing. Do what you want. But I will tell you, nothing that you really, really want, nothing that you really, really want to accomplish, you are going to be climbing uphill hard, or it's not going to happen because you're not doing all the things that you should be doing. Trust me when I tell you, I've tried it 10 ways from Sunday. And I say, you know what? I'm not just going to talk about walking in my assignment. I'm actually going to do it. And it takes work because you have to unlearn a lot of things. But I'm thankful for therapy and all sorts of delicious coffee, because those two things for me are essential. Now, I'm kind of joking, but therapy really is. Therapy is essential. And don't just go to therapy when things are wrong. Go to therapy when things are amazing. Because when things are great and you go to therapy, your mind is even more clear. You get even more clarity of where you're supposed to be in your life, the path that you're supposed to take. And it actually works in your favor even more. So there are so many outlets for therapy. I've talked about it so much on here. Therapyforblackgirls.com. There is therapy for black men. Just Google. And mind you, this is not just for black people. I'm saying that specifically to the black community because that's the bulk of my listeners. But there's betterhelp.com. There's all sorts of things that can help you. Even Google right now, I think Google might be heading it up, but they have, there's an app called Balance, and they're giving away a free year of it. And it's like meditations and all that sort of stuff. Listen, just Google it and you'll find the information. It has been, it's been so helpful. All these different things are tools, and use the ones that work the best for you. If therapy once a week works for you, if you need to be in therapy twice a week, then do that. You know what I'm saying? If it takes you having to sit with a therapist 3 times a week, then do that. We can do things virtually now. So there's no excuse anymore that you got to go drive anywhere. Everything can be done online, pretty much, as we've seen. You still have a great portion of the workforce that's still working from home, and more than ever before in this country. So, or around the world, really, because we've all been affected by COVID and, all the other variants and craziness that have come behind it. So a lot of us are still working out of our homes, So with that being said, yes, there are definite changes coming. Like I said, they will be implemented within the new year. So we're pretty much got a month left, before, about maybe like 5 weeks or so that we have left of the year, just to get things down, make your plans and execute. To me, this is a late stage in the game, but you still have some time to get some stuff down on paper, and those notes, those core notes and things that you would like to do for 2023. You still have some time. Don't start doing your notes in the first week of January. That's going to be a very tough thing to do. We're transitioning into a new year. That within itself is a lot. Just to do that, just switching over into a new year is already a lot. So get some notes down of some goals and things that you want to accomplish for 2023, because when you write down your goals, when you walk in your assignment, you are prepped. You are prepping yourself to manifest what it is that you want for your life. And God gives us these gifts to help us manifest what we are supposed to do in our life. And we don't often pay attention. We don't pay attention, and we don't realize the gifts that have been handed to us, literally, for the free 99. And we still want to be hard-headed and do whatever we want to do because this is what it... Keep on doing that. Let me know how it works out for you. You may have some success, but it's not going to be longevity. It's not going to come with it because you're not doing it the way that it's intended. All right. So I just had to come on. I just kind of wanted to just chit chat for a second. I get a lot of folks that are like, when I listen to your podcast, I feel like I'm just listening to one of my friends talk on the phone, which is kind of cool. I thought about doing some live sessions where people could actually call in. I used to have a show online where I did that many moons ago. But, as with live, there's a whole other dynamic with live. It's much harder to control what people do, what they say, and, that kind of thing. So when I do these recordings, it actually allows me to have a little bit more control over the show and more control over, what's being put out to the masses, because I get to edit it down and, put some music in there and all that stuff. So, but I am thinking about doing a couple, maybe live sessions, but definitely looking to have more people to come onto the show and, talk about whatever they want to talk about. I have my Elevation Entrepreneur series that talks about, entrepreneurs that have businesses and things like that. So, let's definitely keep that going in 2023. So if you want to email me, you can email me hello@onyxqueenmedia.com. And if you're an entrepreneur and you would like to share your business on the show, I would love to hear from you. It would be really great. And I'm trying to think other little business and things that I needed to talk about. I don't know. Did you guys take advantage of the Black Friday sales and the Cyber Monday sales? My Cyber Monday sale went out on my mailing list. So hopefully you guys, if you're on my mailing list, you would have been a part of that sale. I did not post about it publicly, but I'm thinking about it. Maybe extending the Cyber Monday to the folks on my social media. And people are like, why do you post on social media? Because my power of my business is in my mailing list. It's definitely not my social media. But I want that to change for 2023. So maybe I start making some changes now, before the new year flips over, right? Anyway, you guys, I am tired. It is after 1:00 in the morning. And I am about to put some nice little jazzy music on. I think I might listen to some Robert Glasper, turn it down real low, just enough. And then take myself, we're going to call it a nap because I got to still be up early. I got an early morning meeting. But if you guys want to connect with me, you know what to do. Go over to my Instagram at onyxqueenmedia. If you need to email me, feel free to email me hello@onyxqueenmedia.com. I will talk to you guys in another couple of days. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/onyxhoney. Start saving right now.